What's he doing?
He's making the wrong face!
Got us killed. Are you brainless?
I speak.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Missa, stay. Missa called Jarjar Binks. Missa, your humble servant.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, but it is. 'Tis demanded by the gods, it is.
Stay down.
You saved my again.
What's this?
A local. Let's get out of here before more droids show up.
More? More did you speak? Excuse me, but the most safest place would be Gonga City. It's where I grew up. 'Tis a hidden city.
City.
Uh-huh.
Can you take us there?
On second thought, no. Not really, no.
No.
It's embarrassing. But, my friend might have been banished. Might forgotten. The bosses would do terrible things to me. Terrible things to me if me going back there.
You hear that?
Yeah?
That is the sound of 1,000 terrible things heading this way.
If they find us, they will crush us, grind us into tiny pieces, and blast us into oblivion.
Ah. Your support is well seen. This way. Hurry! This is nonsense. Oh, gooberfish.
Why were you banished, Jarjar?
It's a long Othello, but a small part of it would be Miss, clumsy.
You were banished because you were clumsy.
You mightn't be saying that. Misa caused maybe one or two little bitty accidents. You'd say, boom the gasser, then crash into bus's hay blibber, then vanished. Big gooberfish! Huge on teeth!
There's always a bigger fish.
Misa think we going back now. Where is it going?
Don't worry. The Force will guide us.
Oh, Maxie bit the Force. Well, that smells stinky with.
Losing power.
Oh, no. We're dying here.
Just relax. We're not in trouble yet.
What yet? Monsters out there, leaking in here, all sinking and no power? When are you thinking we in trouble?
Power's back.
Huh?
Relax.
You overdid it.
Head for that outcome.
Oh, boy.
victory.
This is lovely.
Look who just...
Arby! It's so smiling to see you, sir.
Good to see you again, Jarjar.
Senator Batman. Miss Apollo's here. Looky, Senator. Decent Jedi arriving. Miss Bustin with happiness seeing you again, Annie.
She hardly even recognized me, Jarjar. I've thought about her every day since we've parted, and she's forgotten me completely.
She's happier than Misa seeing her in a long old time.
You're focusing on the negative.
Sent me a text.
Come in, Minister Leone. Let's sit down and have a talk.
The city taking or is here?
So, I hear you have decided not to aid our attack on the Naboo.
Oh, yes, sir. We must put end to unfortunate bang conflict.
It was a great effort and cost for me to bring my armies here.
Misa sorry that boss. Excuse me. Misa was receiving muy bad advice.
If you won't attack the Naboo, I will.
Oh, that, General Toppers?
Yes, sir, boss.
You need to do that. That thing. That big troop thing.
What did you just say?
Go, sir. Go. Misa just telling General that Wisa must make the immediate arrangements for a Gungan separatist attack.
Daddy McAllister? What should I say? Just play it cool.
What are we waiting for?
Planning attack take a time.
You are a man of few words, Boss Leone.
Well, Misa more of a deep thinker.
You are not Boss Leone. You have no idea of the power within my grasp.
Yusa army is shut down, General! Misa suggests you surrender!
You can't be serious!
Get it! Here!
How does it feel to die?
Not die. Sacrifice! Jarjar, now!
Welcome to the world inside your phone.
It's a clear he's a separatist made a pact. He said he's a federation betrayed. Senator Dello Bellinger. In response to this direct threat to the Republic, Misa proposed that the Senate give immediately emergency powers to the Supreme Chancellor.
Order! We shall have order!
It is with great reluctance that I have agreed to this calling. I love democracy. I love the Republic. The power you give me, I will lay down when this crisis has abated. And as my first act with this new authority, I will create a grand army of the Republic to counter the increasing threats of the Separatists.
It is done then.
Where everyone is expected to act one way their whole life.
Ah, snap!
What are you supposed to be?
Mr. Representative Binks. Mr. coming to deliver the spices.
Where's the army Turk reported?
Don't know. Let's fry this one and look around.
No, if he's a representative, he might be worth something as well. You, Representative Bink, we'll take you to your Jedi friends so you can, negotiate.
Okay, then.
Sir, they're taking Representative Binks hostage. Get ready.
Oops, oopsie. Sorry.
What happened to the power? I was having fun. Let me...
Hold it right there. Kill him! Kill him! He's no representative, he's a plague!
Who's a plague? Misa?
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Nice work, sir.
We're leaving without the spice?
It won't be long until Hondo figures out what's happened.
What are you doing?
What chance do you really have, Jedi? Now let me go, and I might let you live.
Approach us, and he dies.
Looks like your forces were destroyed, Jedi.
Annie! Obi!
Jarjar?
Misa have a word with the spicer.
Excellent, Jarjar. Assuming the pirates still have Count Dooku to trade.
Well, that answers that question.
Commander, start the engines, please.
So what now, Jedi? You going to arrest me, eh?
No. Anakin, release him.
What?
Captain, you have nothing we want. And since we're not prisoners anymore, you have no bargaining power.
What? Yusa was in combat trouble? Misa rescued you!
No, Jar Jar, we weren't in any trouble.
Let's leave on even terms.
Hold. Jedi, after everything, You're just going to walk away?
We have no quarrel with you, and we seek no revenge.
Indeed. Very honorable, Master Jedi.
Oh, Captain, you will find that Count Dooku does not share our sense of honor. And he knows where you live.
Ow.
My name is Gene, and I'm supposed to be a meh.
The senator in the detention tower. I hope it is not too painful for her.
She's up in that tower? We got to rescuing her.
And how precisely do you propose to do that?
Look, a Jedi.
We're doomed.
A Jedi?
Jedi? Where's a Jedi?
I do believe they mean you.
Me's not a Jedi.
Kill the Jedi!
Don't shoot. We surrender. We surrender.
Ah! Forget surrender. We surrender.
Jar Jar.
Is he dead?
The Jedi got away. He slipped through this grate and went underwater.
Sound the alarm! Find that Jedi!
I can see you're busy, so I'll just be going now.
And take that Republic droid scum to the dismantling center!
Dismantling center? Wait, I'm innocent! I'm innocent, I tell you!
Let's find that Jedi. Roger, 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 roger.
Take me to Senator Amidala at once!
There's a bad boogie monster down there. You betcha. Don't be fearing, Padme. Misa coming.
You know, like, meh, who cares? But my problem is, I have more than one emotion.
Check this out.
Huh?
Please tell me you weren't laughing just now. What if you get sent out on the phone, making the wrong face?
Dad, I'll make the right face. Then I would finally fit in.
Viceroy Gunray, when can we expect the supplies to arrive? My people are starving.
They haven't arrived yet. I'm sorry. Your request will be taken into consideration after Senator Amidala's execution.
Execution? You can't. She's a prisoner of war. We were promised.
You are under my protection now, and you will do what I demand of you.
Gunray Muscioti. Padme was right. I have made a grave mistake joining with the Separatists.
Cho'ativate.
I know. We must appease Viceroy Gunray so he does not destroy us all. Be on alert for that Jedi. He is our only hope.
Bring Senator Amidala before me.
She caused a great deal of damage to our droids, and she escaped, sir.
Escaped?
It's the Jedi! Sir!
Shoot him!
He's a rescuing, is hard jobbing.
Jarjar!
After her!
Oh dear. The Jedi has been spotted in the South Pole.
Let's move, Roger, Roger.
I think that was rather clever.
Sir, over there! The Jedi is escaping.
Not likely.
Where did she go? What the?
Jarjar, no.
Senator Amidala. So good to see you at last.
Hello? I say, is anyone there? Why is there never an R2 unit when you need one?
This is a restricted frequency. Who is this?
I am C-3PO, human cyborg.
No droids. This code is for military use only.
This is a priority message from Senator Amidala on Rhodia. We require immediate assistance.
Hold it.
Oh, dear.
You're under arrest.
So, you didn't find the Jedi, then?
You got him, boss. Too bad you can't take out that slug monster.
You say okay, Boggy? You say saved me. You say my new pal.
Sweetie, you're so handsome when you make that face. I think he's ready, Mel.
Meh.
We would be honored if you would join us.
One of the most hated characters in the universe, and of course, in the Star Wars universe, Jar Jar Binks. Fabricated by George Lucas's children who wanted him to be a character, Jar Jar left us all with a perplexed and bewildered feeling that literally makes one want to go to the dark side. We saw him throughout episodes 1, 2, and 3, but what happened to him after? Well, in the canon book Aftermath: Empire's End, which takes place after Return of the Jedi, there is a piece from the interlude chapters to show us what's happening in other corners of the galaxy after the fall of Darth Vader and the Empire. On page 92, there's a chapter called Theed, Naboo, referring to the capital of Naboo where Jar Jar met Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn for the first time. In the chapter, a young boy is walking around the city and runs into a street performer who happens to be an old Gungan. The boy introduces himself to the creature and the creature responds,
Misa called Jar Jar Binks.
This is where we learn that Jar Jar has become a street performer, or some sort of jester. Talking to the boy, Jar Jar explains that he's made many mistakes in the past that led him to his new life on the streets. Mistakes that caused the world to hate him, one of which was granting Supreme Chancellor Palpatine emergency orders without consulting any senators, which catalyzed to one of the main reasons Palpatine rose to ultimate power. There's a snippet by the author, Wendig, who explains prior to this as to how Jar Jar got to this point in his life. Since children started coming in by the shipload as refugees, the Gungan has served them, performing for the kids once or twice a day. He does tricks, he juggles, he falls over and shakes his head as his eyes roll around inside their fleshy stalks. He makes goofy sounds and does strange little dances. Sometimes it's the same performance, repeated. Sometimes the Gungan does different things. Things you've never seen, things you'll never see again. Just a few days ago, he splashed into the fountain center, then pretended to have the streams shoot him way up in the air. He leapt straight up, then back down with a splash, and he leapt from compass point to compass point, back and forth, before finally conking his head on the edge and plopping down on his butt. Shaking his head, tongue wagging, all the kids laughed. Then the Gungan laughed too. The clown, they called him. Bring the clown. We want to see the clown. We like it how he juggles glombo shells, or spits fish up in the air and catches them, or how he dances around and falls on his butt. The adults, though, they don't say much about him, or to him, and no other Gungans come to see him, either. Nobody even says his name. The boy then asks him why that is. Why doesn't anyone talk to him? Jar Jar responds. Now, before I get to that, I know I'm somewhat acceptable when it comes to doing voices, but there's no way I can pull off Jar Jar. So I'll explain what he said in my words while you can read his actual text. Basically, Jar Jar doesn't know really why. However, if he had to guess, it's because he made some very big mistakes regarding the Empire, leading to his Gungan bosses banishing him long ago. He explains how the galaxy thinks he helped the Empire, which obviously is bad from a certain point of view. The chapter ends with Jar Jar offering to help the boy become a clown, banished to the streets and ultimately reduced to a jester for children. With no home, no friends, and no place to go, Jar Jar was a very sad creature. This is a pretty depressing ending for Jar Jar. Maybe all this anger and despair led to him becoming Snoke. I wonder what happens to him after this. What do you think will happen to Jar Jar? Would you like to see him die, or to live? Thanks for watching, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends. I'll see you all in tomorrow's episode of Star Wars Theory. Until we meet again, remember,
the Force will be with you, always.
Now, fulfill your destiny.
User Alex.
We have an incoming text. We are go for men.
Who, me?
What's he doing?
He's making the wrong face.
Huh? What the heck?
Welcome,
Mistress Padme. Were you able to find Jar Jar?
I think Jar Jar's dead, 3PO.
Not again. Oh, poor Jar Jar. He was always such a misfit.
I want to make sure this time. Don't do this, Viceroy. I beg you, do not kill her. There must be another way.
Silence! I say, I think there has been some horrible mistake. I am a protocol droid on a diplomatic...
Ready! Aim! It's the Jedi! It's the
Jedi.
Release the senator!
That Jedi is going to attack.
Shoot him! Shoot them all! That Jedi has summoned a monster!
to get out of here!
I made a very good friend.
The Loser Lounge, where the emojis who never get used hang out.
What's up, High Five?
This is lovely. Huh? Huh?
Get this thing started. There isn't enough power. Come on! Jarjar, move!
I'm an emoji. I gotta have some sort of purpose here.
You may have heard already about the theory that's blowing up around the internet right now about how Jar Jar Binks may actually be a Sith Master. So I decided to make this video to explain every single detail for you. So here it is. This is the completely airtight, absolutely foolproof case for why Jar Jar Binks is the most powerful Sith Master in the universe. First of all, Jar Jar executes a 20-foot twisting somersault through the air that, if performed by any other character, you would assume they were either a Jedi or a Sith. As we know, the Jedi themselves are inspired by Shaolin monks, and a convincing theory is that Jar Jar is based off of another traditional martial arts discipline called Zi-Quan. Jar Jar almost single-handedly takes out half a droid army using moves clearly taught in Zi-Quan. Zi-Quan, or Drunken Fist, uses stumbling and staggering as body momentum to be deceptive, unpredictable, and to confuse opponents. And Jar Jar mysteriously is extremely efficient in killing every single time that he is in danger. And as Obi-Wan told us, there is no such thing as luck.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
In another scene, Jar Jar seems to fall from a bridge, although we have seen this done on purpose before by Jedi. And Jar Jar also falls in a completely different place than where he was dangling from. We can prove this because droids can be seen shooting at his original location, and their heads even follow him jump to the other side. Jar Jar could have used a force jump, as we've seen multiple times before by Jedi. Jar Jar is also seen using sleight of hand movements and Jedi mind tricks during key plot points to influence the plot and change people's minds. He even uses them when he is promoted to general, when he's promoted to senator, and while he's persuading an entire galactic senate. Along with using the Force via sleight of hand, Jar Jar is also seen in multiple scenes using Jedi mind control to influence what people say, therefore changing the outcome of important events.
The Queen wishes it. She's curious about the planet.
Queen wishes it. She's curious about the planet. Well, I don't know.
Jar Jar's own species are deathly afraid of him. Seems like less of a reaction to seeing the village idiot and more of a reaction to seeing somebody that you should be very afraid of. Jar Jar mocks Qui-Gon's ability to use the Force, perhaps because Qui-Gon's Force abilities pale in comparison of his own.
The Force will guide us.
Oh, Maxie bit the Force.
If you were wondering why a Sith Master would act like an idiot like Jar Jar does, it's clear that he is just fooling the Jedi so he can manipulate them into trusting him.
You hear that?
Yeah? Clumsy.
You were banished because you were clumsy.
He even pretends to be scared in a deleted scene where his ship is going to fall over a waterfall, even though he can jump 20 feet through the air and he can swim and breathe underwater. Jar Jar also mocks Qui-Gon behind his back and in front of Anakin, teaching Anakin early to disrespect Jedi authority. Jar Jar tells Anakin, an 8-year-old boy, that Padme is hot, fanning the flames for Anakin's infatuation for Padme that is exploited later.
Pretty hot.
Jar Jar also talks to and is very interested in Padme even before it is revealed that Padme is the real queen. Jar Jar also influences Padme's decision-making when she's at her most uncertain.
We got a grand army.
I've decided to go back to Naboo.
Jar Jar senses that the Jedi are coming without any warnings. He could not have known in any way that they were coming, and he even walks up to the elevator seconds before the Jedi arrive, then pretends to be surprised to see them. When they're escaping Naboo, Jar Jar is the one who sabotages the hyperdrive, which forces them to land on Tatooine in the first place where they meet Anakin. Not to mention Jar Jar is the reason they keep running into Anakin. Jar Jar is seen suspiciously fiddling around in the back of the ship moments before the hyperdrive mysteriously breaks. R2-D2 even notices he was doing something suspicious, so he gives him a well-deserved smack before he is forced to leave in the elevator to fix the ship's shield generator. In fact, every droid Jar Jar encounters seems to hate him and find him suspicious, and for good reason, because Jar Jar's mind control doesn't work on droids.
You know, I find that Jar Jar creature to be a little odd. Quite right. He's very odd indeed.
So why did George Lucas create this devious Gungan character? Well, here's George Lucas talking about Yoda in a documentary. Yoda really comes from a tradition in mythological storytelling, where the hero finds a creature on the side of the road that seems very insignificant and not very important, but who turns out to be the master wizard. And as we know, Lucas's big deal with the prequels was that they were supposed to rhyme and mirror the original trilogy in terms of narrative themes. So there should be a seemingly innocent creature found at the side of the road that later reveals himself to be the master wizard in the prequels. Don't forget, Yoda was also strangely annoying and dumb until he was revealed to be the most powerful Jedi in the universe.
R2!
So Jar Jar was supposed to reveal himself as the most powerful Sith in the universe, and Yoda was supposed to duel with his literal dark side nemesis and mythological equivalent at the end of Attack of the Clones. Not the meaningless, boring, human Count Dooku who was randomly and hastily written in to cover plot holes when Lucas chickened out and decided not to reveal Jar Jar's powers because of the horrible backlash by the Star Wars community. Lucas even said Jar Jar is the key to all of this.
Jar Jar is a key to all this. If we get Jar Jar working.
Also, the actor who played Jar Jar even tweeted, "I will say this, it feels good when the hidden meaning behind the work is seen, no matter how long it takes. Hashtag the Phantom Menace." Not only is Jar Jar a Sith, but it's very possible that he may not just be working with Palpatine, but possibly the Sith Master above Palpatine, and Palpatine is really the apprentice and pawn of Jar Jar. You may not have noticed, but Jar Jar follows Palpatine everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Even after Qui-Gon's funeral, seconds after Yoda explains how there's always two Siths, a Sith Master and an apprentice, Jar Jar is seen standing right beside Palpatine before he's even supposed to know who Palpatine is. Not to mention that Jar Jar and Palpatine are from the same planet. Out of the millions of planets in the galaxy, Jar Jar and Palpatine both are from Naboo. Jar Jar even convinces Padme to promote him to senator. And Jar Jar is the one who convinces the entire Galactic Senate to abandon democracy and give Emperor Palpatine full control. If it wasn't for Jar Jar, Palpatine would have never risen to power in the first place. The actor who voiced Jar Jar even explains a deleted scene where Palpatine and Jar Jar walk in secret and Palpatine thanks Jar Jar for putting him in power. He also says that George Lucas made big changes in the prequels because of backlash. Also, whenever you think a Sith is the master, you always find out later on that there was always somebody controlling the Sith. You think Darth Vader is the Sith Master, and then it's revealed that Darth Sidious is actually the Sith Master. You think Darth Maul is it, but then it's revealed that Palpatine was actually the mastermind. Even Padme had a decoy queen, and Padme just pretended to be her servant, just in case there was an assassination attempt on the queen. Sound familiar? So from this, we can conclude that the one behind the scenes that was controlling everything, the real Phantom Menace, the real Sith Master, was Jar Jar Binks all along.
I'm gonna help you. We need to get off the phone and find the source code.
Then I...
Moi. Looky, Senator. Decent Jedi arriving. Busting with happy seeing you again. Oh, Maxie Big, the Force. What in that smell stinker with? Gungans get pasted too, eh?
Can fit in.
Let's roll!
Use of feeble skills are no match for this power of this dark side.
Misa Bombad Sith Lord.
Misa called Jar Jar Binks.
Bye, Felicia.
Starting up the shield.
Oh, Maxie Big, the Force. What in that smell stinker with?
Roger. Open fire. Roger.
Oh, my, I love you. Misa just humble servant.
That won't be necessary.
Roger.
Steady. Oh, Maxie Big, the Force. When in that smells stinker with.
Roger, roger. Roger, roger. Roger, roger.
Oh, muy, I love you. Misa is humble servant.
That won't be necessary.
Roger, roger. Roger, roger. Roger, roger.
We so die in here.
Just relax. We're not in trouble yet.
What yet? Monsters out there, leaking in here, all sinking and no power? When are you thinking we in trouble? Oh, Maxie Big, the Force. When in that smells stinker with.
Roger, roger.
Woo! This is very, very bad. Oh!
Roger, roger.
This is very, very bad. Oh!
Roger, roger.
Oh, muy, I love you. Misa is humble servant.
That won't be necessary.
Roger, roger.
Oh, Maxie Big, the Force. When in that smells stinker with.
First, we have to get through this firewall.
At first, I thought he was a joke. Just a bad, terrifying joke.
I wanted my daughter to have the childhood that I had. He ruined all that.
He's all I can think about. When I go to sleep, I see his face.
Jarjar.
In May 1999, the world met a monster.
I'm here live at Lucasfilm, where we've just caught sight of an annoying and weirdly racist alien. He's beginning to emerge like... What's happening?
And the Jar Jar regime quickly rose to power, becoming the leading cause of death among American nerds.
He gave Darth Sidious the Senate!
The worst thing is, he may be in the next movies. We never saw him die.
I've created something terrible. I live in constant fear. Jar Jar began destroying families.
Sarah? Sweetie?
Lisa, hungry, Mama. Okay, Jay.
My baby.
But in 2015, Americans found new hope.
There were rumors about a technology that lets you watch Star Wars without Jar Jar.
It worked. I turned on Phantom Menace and Jar Jar was gone.
Yes, this product is real, and it really does cut Jar Jar out of Star Wars.
Now, we don't have to watch Jar Jar to watch Star Wars. It makes the plot a little rough, but not as rough as watching a movie with Jar Jar.
But the lucrative Jar Jar industry with revenues in the billions was quick to strike back.
We will fight this in court. Jar Jar has inspired some of history's great art. This is censorship of that creative expression.
The Jar Jar industry is lobbying Congress to make cutting Jar Jar out of Star Wars illegal. Leading the charge are Senators Booker of New Jersey and Palpatine of Naboo.
You have the legal right to watch Star Wars without Jar Jar.
In the privacy of your home, you can protect your family from Gungans.
Take a stand.
Do it by clicking this link.
Click now.
Join us, and together we will watch a Star Wars without Jar Jar. And someday, you can also watch one without Anakin. Except at the end where he gets chopped up and burned. That part is great.
Join the fight to unruin Star Wars and cut out as much Jar Jar as you want. Try it now for the children.
What's Alex's girlfriend's name again?
It was Tina.
Access denied.
Karen. Sarah. I want to say Lupita, but that doesn't feel right now I'm saying it out loud.
I think you're pretty cool just the way you are.
feelings are huge. Maybe I'm meant to have more than just one emotion.
Missa called Jarjar Binks. Missa your humble servant.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, but it is. 'Tis demanded by the gods, it is.
That won't be necessary.
Where am I?
Candy Crush.
How much further?
Missa going underwater, okay? I mind warning you, Duncan's no liking outside, so don't expect to worm welcome.
Oh, don't worry. This hasn't been our day for warm welcomes.
Meanwhile.
Squeeze me!
Hello Jar Jar. I'm your commander, Snoop Dogg. We are sorry, but we forgot to give you your weapons for battle.
How?
Here is your equipment. An intervention for the best quickscopes. A joint so you can 420 blaze it during battle. Thug life glasses so you can have 420 vision. And the dankest hat. You didn't expect that, did you?
No, not really, no.
Now go out there and wreck scrubs.
What are you doing in my swamp? There isn't enough power.
Somebody won't.
Oh, hello, yeah. No, get the camera! Come on!
Let go of the Jew.
never eating another piece of candy ever again.
High five, don't do it. Don't you do it. It's already been in there once.
Who are you?
Mr. Jarjar Binks. Oh, cool.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it. The dark side. A Jedi.
This is progress.
They're real.
The Force. It's calling to you.
You are the chosen one! You will destroy us if I join them!
Mr. Back.
The world is coming undone.
State your name for the record.
Mr. Jarjar Binks.
Can you be trusted without your shackles?
On second thought, no, not really, no. Mori.
A major weapons test is imminent.
A day of joy we all can share.
Jar Jar is a key to all this.
Mr. Back.
What will you become?
What is thy bidding, my master?
Okay, son, what do we do after we go potty?
Should we wash our hands?
We're number two.
very, very bad. Oh! Icky, icky, go!